This charged influencer Gabriela Gonzalez, her father Francisco Gonzalez, and her former boyfriend Farron Cordry with a plot to kill former boy band singer Jack Avery, the father of her 7-year-old daughter, in 2021. Court documents show Gonzalez repeatedly said she wanted Avery dead and discussed hiring a hitman and staging his death to look like a shooting or an accident. She allegedly asked Cordry to go on the dark web and find a hitman. Investigators allege Gonzalez's father initially gave Cordry $10,000 to pay the hitman, who turned out to be an undercover FBI agent, discussing payment and proof of death logistics with the agent. The trio face attempted murder, conspiracy to commit murder, and solicitation of murder charges, and the possibility of 25 years to life in prison if convicted. There's more on this story at foxnews.com or subscribe to the Fox True Crime Podcast. I'm Gianna Gelosi with your Fox True Crime Minute.
Overnight, Good Neighbor Talk turns to UFOs, aliens, the unknown. It's Coast to Coast AM overnight every night on WGNS Murfreesboro. We're the Good Neighbor Network, FM 101.9 and AM 1450 Murfreesboro, FM 100.5 Smyrna, audio and video streaming at WGNSradio.com. This is Rutherford Issues, hitting right at what matters most to all of us here in the heart of Tennessee. From Murfreesboro to Smyrna, Eagleville to Laverne, Leanna to Barfield, and everywhere in between. If it matters to you, you'll hear about it here on Rutherford Issues. Now your host, Bryan Barrett.
Well, hey, hi, and hello there, fun lovers and truth seekers. Welcome in to Rutherford Issues, here for a back to work, back to school. Yeah, just a little bit, at least for the county. Tuesday. I didn't finish my thought, did I? It is a Tuesday morning. It's after Memorial Day. Hope you had a fun and maybe restful Memorial Day holiday. Rest. That's what this old boy did. It was good day. Needed that one after our marathon coverage of Spring Fling last week. I'm sure later on this week, John and I'll be talking about that considerably on the Wake Up Crew. But it was a fun week. Our 3 high school baseball and softball teams go into the tournament and suffered only one loss during that tournament, and it happened to the Eagleville baseball team in the title game. Got there for the 5th time in a row. And also you had Stewart's Creek softball and baseball winning a state title. So it was a good week in terms of all of that. It was a bad week in terms of the weather. We're going to look at that, what's ahead for this week. More rain, a couple of inches between now and the weekend, still looking very possible. So we'll look at that coming up as we broadcast from the Middle Tennessee Electric Studios. They remind us that better communication leads to better service. Keep your contact info current at mte.com so you never miss an update on billing or local outages. Finally got my hair cut, got all that stuff done, needed to do. Little house straightening and all that yesterday. So, and dealing with some carpal tunnel, man. I don't know. It just kind of got progressively worse and worse. And by the end of Spring Fling, it was something. I mean, when it keeps you up at night. So, trying to keep it all, I guess, tight, immobilized some. But, yeah. So I guess I had a little Spring Fling injury. It's been something been dealing with for a minute, but that stuff's no joke. That's what happens when you get over 50, I've heard. Thanks. That wasn't in the pamphlet that I was given. Anywho, weather coming up in a second. I'm going to have your Braves report. Get fully into Braves baseball here for the summer now that high school and MTSU sports are completed. 311 games, 159 of those events. We call them events because it could be our coach's show, a game. In the fall on Thursday nights, we have Primetime Sports Thursday, where we talk about, local sports and things like that. So 159 high school events, 152 MTSU events. So just a little postmortem on the season, just briefly. One of those things I usually try to do as we get toward the end of the season, just to catch up with how things have gone. I went right back into sports, didn't I? It's kind of on the brain. I've got to turn on my Rutherford Issues brain this morning. This is somebody that I saw during spring fling a lot last week, and this person is our good neighbor of the day today. And it just so happens that Matt Burton is the SRM Concrete good neighbor of the day for being an encouraging friend who always makes time for listening. Matt Burton today getting a free drink of choice from 7 Brew Drive-Thru Coffee in Murfreesboro, Smyrna, or Laverne. Congratulations, Matt. Thanks for what you do here in our community and at church and everywhere else. SRM Concrete brings us today's Good Neighbor of the Day.
From driveways to highways, SRM Concrete has the right mix, on time, every time. Locally grown, nationally known, family owned and operated. SRM is the name you trust. SRM Concrete, you call, we haul.
You can help us recognize a local hero by texting the word neighbor to 615-893-1450, NEIGHBOR. Just text that one word to 615-893-1450. You'll get a reply, and from that reply, just tap on the link, fill out the information, click submit, and when you do that, once you click that submit button, it's in my inbox immediately. I mean, I get them all times of the day and night. So you can send us who you think should be Good Neighbor of the Day. And once you send us that information, we'll take care of it. Text neighbor to 615-893-1450 or just head over to wgnsradio.com/goodneighbor. James Michael Hill today celebrating a birthday on this 26th of May. And James is going to get to go over. Gosh, we had a big list of folks celebrating birthdays and anniversaries. If you want to add to that list, you can do it each weekday morning and send us who you know that are celebrating birthdays and anniversaries, and we'll announce the names on the air. That's the first big thing that happens, and then we give away some banana pudding. One lucky person is chosen out of the whole pile of folks, and James Michael Hill is today's winner. So James gets to not only enjoy banana pudding from Slick Pig, but celebrate his birthday in a big way. So happy birthday and congratulations to James, who is the winner today of the banana pudding. And again, each weekday morning, Fridays we'll do Saturday, Monday we pull in Sunday. And today, I guess we had Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, since we didn't have a birthday club yesterday, but that's only on those holidays, so it all works out. So send us your folks who celebrate birthdays and anniversaries, and we will tell everybody out there about it. Time now to check on the world of business.
Good day, Rutherford County. This is Lee Colvin, financial advisor and CFP with Edward Jones. Let's get the latest business news from our financial desk.
I'm Taylor Riggs, and this is the Fox Business Report.
Investors are brushing off any new concerns about the Iran conflict. Crude oil prices have cooled. Brent crude is trading around $99 a barrel. West Texas Intermediate at $92. BP shares are down more than 5%, though, after its board unanimously decided to remove its chair, Albert Manifold. The company cites oversight and conduct issues. Manifold just took over BP in October. Uber Technologies is offering to buy a German-based competitor, Delivery Hero, for more than $11 billion. Delivery Hero is an international business, but it does not operate in the U.S. AutoZone reported an upbeat quarter, though investors are concerned about its cautious forecast for its auto parts stores outside the U.S. That's your Fox Business Report. I'm Ginny Coselda. Invested in you.
Right now, the Dow down just less, right at 100 points, 96 as a matter of fact, 50,483. S&P rises on hopes of an Iran deal being near, up 45 points at 75.19. NASDAQ is up 280 26,619.
From Wall Street to Church Street, that's the latest business news from the Edward Jones Financial Desk. I'm financial advisor and CFP Lee Colvin. Call 615-907-7056 or stop by our office on South Rutherford Boulevard in the Public Shopping Center.
This is Pastor Nikki Ajapong, the lead pastor of Holy Hill Chapel in Murfreesboro.
Here are sermons on WGNS every Sunday night at 7:30.
Our congregation is made up of a variety of nationalities.
Visit holyhillchapeltn.org to hear our podcast.
Well, let's take a peek outside the WGNS studios. For those watching on Big G TV, we've got clouds. We've got 75 degrees. We're going to check on our local forecast right after we check on what's happening around the country.
Fox Weather.
Hey there, I'm Fox Weather meteorologist Craig Herrera with the latest from America's Weather Center. Storms today scattered across the Intermountain West, the southeast, and of course the south. Some storms with some gusty winds and hail today possible across Montana. We will also see that over portions of southern Wisconsin and Minnesota, perhaps all the way to Kentucky. Now, the stronger storms this afternoon and evening pop up over South and West Texas. A lot of stormy activity this morning over eastern New Mexico and West Texas. Those storms flare up this afternoon. With them comes a chance for some very large hail, some very strong gusty winds, and also the chance for some tornadoes. As we go through the rest of the day, we expect a few more scattered showers across the Pacific Northwest, mainly for Oregon and portions of Washington into extreme northern California. Gusty winds bringing the fire concerns up over the western half of North Dakota and the northern portions of Montana as well. 79 in New York, 85 in Dallas. Get the latest weather updates anytime, anywhere. Download the Fox Weather app at foxweather.com.
Now, here's your Rutherford weather forecast.
Well, here's a look at our Rutherford weather radar, and showing that between now and Friday, let me sneak the weekend in there as well. Go through the end of the month, the 31st. Right at about an inch of rain can be expected here in Murfreesboro and throughout the county, anywhere from 3/4 to an inch of rain expected, maybe even some higher amounts, maybe 1 to 2 inches by the time it's all said and done.
For this afternoon, Brian, look for mostly cloudy skies along with scattered showers and storms, high temperatures into the lower 80s. For tonight, mostly cloudy, still that chance for showers and storms, a low of 66. And showers and storms likely on Wednesday, a high of 84 degrees. Thursday, still looking unsettled with more periods of showers and storms, a high temperature of 84. And for Friday, the best chance for showers and storms into the afternoon, highs in the low 80s. I'm meteorologist Michael Caro.
Thank you, Michael, for the update. And as you heard in the forecast, another unsettled week, kind of like we had last week with everything going on here in Rutherford County with all that spring fling stuff. But right now, looking, well, we need the rain. That's one thing. So we'll go with that for sure. But again, about an inch of rain is possible. And in terms of precipitation here for the next 6 to 10 days, we're going to be a little below normal, it appears. And same for the next 8 to 14. So I guess you take it when you can get it. In terms of temperatures, we're going to be below normal the next 6 to 10 days. That's one of the things that we're looking at. But no severe weather here today, tomorrow, Wednesday, and really all week this week. We've got a general thunderstorm risk, but just look at this. I mean, it's over most of the entire country that we've got general thunderstorm risk. Got a ridge of high pressure that's kind of keeping us in this unsettled, with a front that's kind of draped over the area, going to keep us in the rain and storms. Radar right now currently does show a few light rain showers going on over parts of North Rutherford County, just east of Smyrna, up toward Gladeville and Wilson County. A few more sprinkles west of town, down in Eagleville, between Eagleville and Rockvale. But we'll see the coverage pick up a little bit more as we go on through the day. So rinse and repeat. That's what we've got for you weather-wise. Don't forget to check us out on the Rutherford Weather Channel, RutherfordWX.com. We keep you abreast of impactful and severe weather, bringing you the daily forecast and things of that nature, too, here on radio. But on the Rutherford Weather Channel, you'll be able to see radar. We can track storms. We've got live cameras kind of keeping you updated on severe and impactful weather, so you'll want to check us out on the Rutherford Weather Channel, rutherfordwx.com. Like, subscribe, turn on notifications. That's what you'll want to do to find out when we've got severe weather, bad weather. We're tracking it for you live there, not only on YouTube, Facebook, and X, but also on our brand new RutherfordWX.com website. Just type that in, RutherfordWX.com. You'll find the new website where you can get your forecast hour by hour. We're still working on a few more improvements. You've got radar there, all kinds of things. So check it out. The Rutherford Weather Channel, keeping you updated on what's happening with local Rutherford County, Tennessee weather on Rutherford Weather.
The Braves, MTSU, local sports. Yeah, we got them. Your local sports connection is WGNS, AM, FM, online. Rutherford Issues with Bryan Barrett on FM 101.9 and AM 1450 Murfreesboro, FM 100.5 Smyrna. Listen and watch at WGNSradio.com.
And Rutherford Issues on WGNS and Big G TV is presented by Murfreesboro Medical Clinic and Surgery Center. That's right, Murfreesboro Medical Clinic keeps you healthy for life. Making healthcare easier. From finding a doctor to checking out records, MMC offers everything that you need, all in one single solitary place. We're going to check on the latest world news from Fox News. Dalton's got your Rutherford Roundup straight ahead here on WGNS, so hang with us. We'll be right back with that news update.
Ascension St. Thomas Heart is the leader in Middle Tennessee for heart care, providing the most advanced options, including heart surgery and transplants. Our nationally recognized cardiac team cares for more adult hearts than anyone in the state, from AFib to heart failure, using minimally invasive options when possible to help shorten recovery, making Ascension St. Thomas Heart your first choice for routine heart care and cardiac emergencies. Schedule a heart screening or find a cardiologist at ascension.org/St. Thomas Heart.
This is a public notice announcement.
Hi, this is Rutherford County Property Assessor Rob Mitchell. I wanted to inform everyone about the upcoming County Board of Equalization meetings, which will convene starting on June the 1st. Call 615-898-7750 to speak with an assessor, and they will assist you in determining if you have something that needs to come to the board for an appeal or if it can be handled administratively. And we'll be happy to assist in scheduling an appointment for you with our board.
While one state finalizes congressional redistricting, a court blocks another. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News. Alabama's new maps just got rejected as South Carolina's legislature gets ready to maybe tonight approve new districts, trying to help Republicans in November.
A three-judge panel has rejected an effort by Alabama to use the new voting map for November's midterms, issuing a preliminary injunction that requires the state to continue using the same court-ordered districts that were used in 2024. The judges said the new maps discriminated against black people and could not be changed so close to an election. Republican Governor Kay Ivey has already set special primaries in August in 4 House districts that could be affected by a new congressional map.
That's Fox's Tanya J. Powers. Alabama could appeal to the Supreme Court, which made news this morning, refusing to hear 2 other cases. The justice is not allowing Florida to sue to stop California and Washington from issuing commercial licenses to truck drivers in the U.S. illegally after a deadly truck crash last year in Florida. In the other case, Fox's Chris Foster reports.
The Trump administration in 2020 banned immigration judges from publicly speaking or publishing anything about immigration law or the agencies employing them without prior Justice Department permission. The policy continued under the Biden administration and still stands with the Supreme Court ruling, at least for now. It doesn't address the legality of the policy. It sends the case back to an appeals court that last year questioned its legality and ordered more fact-finding.
It's primary runoff day in Texas, where Republican Senator John Cornyn is trying to survive a Trump-backed challenge from State Attorney General Ken Paxton. Cornyn tells Fox.
I've been an ally of the president. He's called me a friend. I understand he's made his choice, but only Texans get a chance to vote.
Iran is warning of retaliation the day after the U.S. military bombed missile launching sites in Iran and boats laying underwater mines in what the U.S. Central Command calls self-defense strikes. Iran calls it a sign of bad faith and unreliability as negotiations continue on a potential deal. America's listening to Fox News.
I'm Betsy Maples with Maples Realty and Auction. Are you looking for the perfect blend of city conveniences and country charm? The Maples has it all and features homes from 5 quality local builders and has amenities including a pool, tennis and pickleball courts, basketball, and soccer areas. Schedule a tour with Maples Realty and Auction today. Call us at 615-896-4740 or visit the Maples of Murfreesboro.com.
Maples Realty and Auction.
Well, the U.S. and Iran keep trying to work out an end to the nuclear conflict. Another American adversary that already has those weapons flexes its military muscle.
North Korea launched a short-range ballistic missile and other weapons towards the sea off its west coast between it and China on Tuesday, South Korea's military said, days after the leaders of Russia and China voiced their opposition to Western pressures on Pyongyang. The missile flew about 50 miles, South Korean officials said. Seoul reported simultaneous launches of different kinds of weapons were meant to test the ability to evade South Korean and U.S. defenses. It was North Korea's first weapons launch since mid-April. In London, Greg Palcott, Fox News.
It is up to almost 1,000 suspected Ebola cases in Africa and an outbreak of the virus that's mostly in Congo. And while the Ebola risk in the U.S. is considered low, travelers from that region are under intense scrutiny.
Already 3 airports, Atlanta, Washington, Houston, they will be screening passengers, health screening them for anyone who comes out of Congo or some neighboring countries.
Fox's Steve Harrigan is at the airport in Atlanta.
We expect to see 2 flights arrive here today that originated in Kinshasa in the Democratic Republic of Congo. All passengers on board will be screened. If they have symptoms, they'll be screened further and perhaps hospitalized, but doctors here say that is unlikely. One positive, though, you have to come into contact with vomit, with diarrhea, or with blood to get it. It's not airborne like COVID.
President Trump visited the doctor's office. He went to Walter Reed Medical Center this morning for the 4th medical exam of his second term, just weeks before the president turns 80. On Wall Street, a mixed market. The Dow is down 90 points, but the Nasdaq is gaining 314. The S&P 500 hit an all-time high this morning. It's up 52 points. I'm Dave Anthony. This is Fox News.
Craig Buckner with Mills Family Pharmacy.
Many medications for our animals have to be compounded, and we offer that here at Mills Family Pharmacy.
Mills Family Pharmacy offers a wide range of compounding.
Special for you, your loved ones, or for your pets.
Learn more at millsfamilypharmacy.com.
Thank you for allowing us to be your local pharmacy. We're at 2994 South Church Street next to Toots.
Mills Family Pharmacy, dedicated to providing customers with services to meet their needs.
I'm Dalton Barrett for News Radio WGNS, and here are some of the top stories impacting Rutherford County on your Rutherford Roundup for Monday, May the 25th, 2026. Rutherford County closed down the high school sports season with a historic showing as Eagleville and Stewart's Creek brought home some major hardware from Spring Fling. In softball, Stewart's Creek captured its first ever state championship with a dominant 10-0 win over Maryville in Shelbyville. Head coach Jennifer Fernandez Lady Redhawks finished the year 36-2-1, overcoming rain, a venue change from Riverdale, and multiple delays before pulling away. Senior Lexi Pope helped fuel the late push, while earlier tournament heroics from Chloe Quiggle gave Stewart's Creek a perfect run through the bracket and redemption after last year's title game heartbreak. Just a short time earlier, Eagleville softball secured back-to-back state championships, defeating McEwen 2-1 for the TSSAA Class 1A crown. Ashton Walker tied the game with a bunt single. Marilyn Floody drove in the go-ahead run on a suicide squeeze. And Madison Davenport threw a 4-hit complete game. Ellie Wynn also delivered a dramatic extra-inning homer earlier in the tournament. Eagleville baseball added to the Rutherford County spotlight, finishing as Class 1A state runner-up after a hard-fought loss to Richland. Coach Brandon Bassam praised the senior class that went 129-32 with 4 state titles. Wyatt McDougall, Drake Rominski, Adrian Severi, Sam Dodd, Jackson Nichols, Todd Williamson, and Tanner Marbury helped define a remarkable era for the Eagleville Eagles. Murfreesboro authorities are asking for the public's help as investigators look into a string of baseball equipment burglaries now believed to be connected across Middle Tennessee. At Middle Tennessee State University, campus police say more than $7,000 worth of athletic gear was stolen from the baseball clubhouse on Tuesday, May 12th, after a locked door reportedly failed to latch completely. MTSU Patrol Sergeant Caitlin Like said that the theft was especially frustrating for players trying to finish out their season. Police say that they're working with agencies in Brentwood, Nashville, and Vanderbilt University after similar thefts, including stolen gloves belonging to Nashville Sounds players. Investigators are looking for 2 people connected to the MTSU case. Anyone with information can call Rutherford County Crime Stoppers at 615-893-7867. Meanwhile, another public safety issue is drawing attention in Murfreesboro and all of Rutherford County. Longtime resident Jay Hill has launched a petition called Flock Block Murfreesboro, raising concerns about automated license plate reader cameras and how much information is collected. Murfreesboro Police Chief Michael Bowen told city leaders the system is used only for active investigations, not random searches. Public Safety Information Officer Larry Flowers said ALPR images are deleted after 30 days unless tied to an active investigation, and the department says every search is logged and audited. City officials say future town halls could be held to address community questions. Murfreesboro leaders are moving ahead with a major transportation plan aimed at keeping up with growth in Rutherford County. In a unanimous vote, the Murfreesboro City Council approved a resolution supporting the Stones Battle Parkway Corridor Plan. City officials say the goal is to create a new east-west connection across Murfreesboro, giving drivers another option beyond heavily traveled routes like Memorial Boulevard, Old Fort Parkway, and Medical Center Parkway. The proposed Cherry Lane Stones Battle Parkway route would extend from Lebanon Pike, or US 231, west across Interstate 840, then continue towards Northwest Broad Street, Florence Road, and eventually Interstate 24. The plan is divided into 4 phases, beginning with a review of current conditions along Cherry Lane and moving towards a future roadway extension, proposed intersections, and a possible full interchange at I-24. City leaders say the project is also tied to smart growth, helping residents live, work, and reach services within shorter distances. That growth conversation comes as housing affordability remains a concern across Tennessee and the nation. A MoneyLion analysis of the 200 largest housing markets found several southern metros where homes are listed well above average values, including Kingsport, Tennessee. National Association of Realtors data shows existing home sales stayed nearly flat in April, while the national median sales price climbed $700 to $417,000. For Rutherford County, the 2 issues are connected. More growth means more demand for roads, housing, and long-term planning. That's all for now. For updates on these and many more local news stories, please check out our website, WGNSradio.com, or follow us on social media at News Radio WGNS on Facebook, as well as X. If you're enjoying the show, leave a rating or review on Spotify and iTunes, a comment on YouTube, or share it with a friend. I'm Dalton Barrett for News Radio WGNS, part of your Good Neighbor Network. And I'll talk to you later.
I've got pests, buzzing rodents running all through my house. Ants chewing wood, and look, there's a mouse. I've overrun with pests, but you're gonna be sure, safe and secure. It's the last rites for those pests. Call the best of the best to get rid of your pests.
893-7111. AmeriCare Services Incorporated. Call us today. 893-7111.
Middle Tennessee football and basketball games are right here. This is Chip Walters on Rutherford County's Blue Raider Station.
MTSU Sports on WGNS. This is News Radio WGNS Prime Time Sports.
Sponsored by the law offices of John Day. Our expanded office location is on Medical Center Parkway, just across the street from the hospital. If you've been injured, call us for a free consultation at 867-9900.
Well, we finished up Spring Fling and the high school 25-26 season, as well as our MTSU coverage last week. Let's see, a football state champion in Oakland. Let's see, a Final Four appearance for Blackman girls basketball and Eagleville boys basketball. A Elite and Elite Eight appearance for Blackman boys basketball. Baseball, we had Eagleville boys. They were there and playing baseball all week long, and the first game that they have lost in the postseason or in spring fling play happened in the state tournament finals on Friday when they lost to Richland. Again, their first loss in 5 years in the postseason. Crazy. State runner-up. Then Saturday saw two state champions in softball in Eagleville for the second year in a row and the third time in school history, and or fourth. I can't remember now. I know it's 2 in a row. Also, you had Stewart's Creek winning their first ever state title, and crazy week. 36-2-1 for Stewart's Creek. They end. We did 159 high school events last year. That's coaches shows, games, everything together. And you couple that with the 152 Middle Tennessee events, we had 311 high school and MTSU events between mid-August and the end of May. Now, that's around right around 300 days in that time frame. So, yeah, about one a day was the average as we went from ball field to ball field, from here to Texas with MTSU and everywhere in between. So we'll be ready to go here in the fall when that kicks off for the high school and MTSU football season. But for now, we turn our attention to the Atlanta Braves. They were off yesterday. They get ready to open up a series in Boston this evening. So let's tell you about it.
Now it's time for your Atlanta Braves morning update.
Braves lost 2 straight to end the series with the Nats, only their second series loss of the season. After a day off, they get back going tonight in Beantown against a Boston Red Sox team that needs some good luck. They are a little desperate indeed, but Spencer Strider's getting the ball for the Braves. Last time out, he had 9 strikeouts in that win over the Marlins.
And the payoff pitch. Breaking ball, got him. Swing and a miss, and that guy doesn't strike out much. Big curveball.
He's 2-0, has a 3 flat ERA, 12 walks, 27 strikeouts, a 114 whip, and opponents are only batting 171 against him. For the Red Sox, friendly face. Well, no, I wouldn't say friendly. A familiar face. Ranger Suarez, 30-year-old, is 2-2, has a 2.40 ERA, 14 walks, and 43 strikeouts. Of course, the Braves know all about him from his time with the Philadelphia Phillies. For leadoff show at 5:30, first pitch between the Braves and the Red Sox at 6:45 from Fenway Park on the Braves Radio Network.
We're News Radio WGNS 100.5, 101.9, 1450. Online and on your phone at WGNSradio.com.
Ascension St. Thomas Heart is the leader in Middle Tennessee for heart care, providing the most advanced options, including heart surgery and transplants. Our nationally recognized cardiac team cares for more adult hearts than anyone in the state, from AFib to heart failure, using minimally invasive options when possible to help shorten recovery, making Ascension St. Thomas Heart your first choice for routine heart care and cardiac emergencies. Schedule a heart screening or find a cardiologist at ascension.org/St. Thomas Heart.
Hi, this is Nick Hayes with Toots Restaurants. Visit Toots.com to order online, for delivery, pickup, or check out our new merch. Toots.com.
Hi, this is Wade Hayes at Toots Restaurants. By now, you probably know we've been open over 40 years in the oldest full-service restaurant in Murfreesboro, but we're on our 23rd year in Smyrna.
Hi, this is Jack Hayes with Toots Restaurants. Toots, good food and fun since 1985.
Good food and fun.
It's May 26th, and this is your Fox Daily Snapshot. Today is National Paper Airplane Day. The simple toy has been around for thousands of years. It's believed the Chinese began making paper airplanes more than 2,000 years ago. The farthest a paper airplane has ever flown was set in February of 2011. A world record 226 feet and 10 inches.
Get up there, get up there, get up there, get up there, get up there!
Also on this date in 1967, the iconic Beatles album Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band was released in the UK.
When I get older, losing my head. from now.
The album would be released in the U.S. on June 2nd and will be the #1 album in the U.S. for 15 weeks. If it's your birthday today, you share it with the first woman in space, American astronaut Sally Ride, born in 1951. I'm Tushar Saxena, and that's your Fox Daily Snapshot.
When it comes to your child's health, you want care that's close, convenient,
and centered around the needs of your family.
At MMC Pediatrics, we're more than just doctors.
We're partners in your parenting journey.
Here for every growth spurt, for every boo-boo, every fever, and every flu.
Our team approach means that your child always sees someone that knows them.
We are MMC Pediatrics.
We are right beside you.
Every step of the way.
Rutherford Issues with Bryan Barrett on FM 101.9 and AM 1450 Murfreesboro, FM 100.5 Smyrna. Listen and watch at WGNSradio.com.
We're back on Rutherford Issues, powered by Middle Tennessee Electric. Manage your power on the go with the MyMTE app. Whether you're tracking energy or paying your bill, it makes sense to do it the easy way. They've been putting it all on the line since, 1936 at Middle Tennessee Electric. Lee Colvin is not that old, but you've been putting it all on the line for Edward Jones for a long time, Lee.
We have definitely enjoyed it, Brian. How are you doing today, buddy?
I'm doing well. Hope you are.
Oh, we are having a great time. Absolutely.
Well,
we are, and we actually today we're bringing a few quick ideas, depending on the amount of time you have, for some estate planning myths that could cost your family. So wanted to bring these to you for as long as we have available today.
All right. Well, let's talk a little bit about it. Maybe let's just go with a teacher, 30 years, mother of 3, passes away at age 58. Leaves behind maybe a modest home, a retirement account, some family heirlooms, but no estate plan. Her children, I mean, that's kind of a tough situation to be thrown into at that point, isn't it?
Definitely. Because with that situation, always, your children are going to be grieving. They're going to find themselves navigating a very confusing probate process, possibly. There are times where they may be disagreeing with one another about when to sell the home and consider who gets, maybe grandmother's ring or some other assets.
Yeah.
So I appreciate you just throwing ideas at me here.
Well, we said modest home, maybe a retirement account. So, not necessarily wealthy by those measures, maybe in this particular instance, but lack of planning is really going to be hard on the surviving family members, like we just mentioned.
Definitely. And, that's why today I wanted to bring some myths that really can lead to costly mistakes and some unintended outcomes if not prioritized.
Yeah.
Correctly.
Well, you shared a few, so let's talk about one, that estate planning is only for the wealthy. This is myth number 1. So what can you tell us about that?
So, Brian, with that, the desire to make things easier for loved ones has nothing to do with net worth. Formally documenting your wishes can reduce the burden on family members and can give you control of what happens. So without a plan, your state's laws will decide how your estate is handled, and you may not like what those laws say. So we would definitely say formally document your wishes, put an estate plan in place, make sure that you and your family are taken care of.
Another thing to look at, and a lot of a myth that I think maybe some people believe, having a will is all you need. What do you think about that?
You know, while a will is extremely important, it only takes effect after death, Brian, right? So that means that it offers no protection if you become incapacitated and cannot make decisions for yourself while still alive. So it does, however, that will allow you to name legal guardians for dependent children. But the foundation of most estate plans includes more than just the will. It does include a will, which directs asset distribution, but also a financial power of attorney for financial decisions, a healthcare power of attorney for medical decisions, and a medical directive to share your end-of-life wishes with. And while not everyone needs a trust, there are several that allow you to make special provisions, such as for a minor child or a special needs family member, maybe even a cherished pet that you might consider in your legal documents and plans. So consulting with a financial advisor as well as an estate planning attorney can help determine the right combination based on your situation.
Lee, let's tackle one more myth out there about equal distribution. You know, this child gets half and this child gets half if there are two or whatnot. I guess that's what we're talking about, equal distribution, that it's always
right.
The fair thing, right? That's a myth.
So definitely, it's likely that the individuals in your estate plan, especially if they are adult children, have different family and financial situations. You may have one child who's extremely successful financially while another is struggling. Or you may have assets such as a house or ownership of a family business that are more suitable for one beneficiary than another. It's important to consider any unique circumstances as you develop your estate plan.
Well, one final quick note here.
They're not all equal.
Yeah. And one other thing to look at, I think sometimes we have this mindset of set it and forget it, but maybe 30 years go by in between. So this is something that you'll want to keep on top of in terms of an estate plan, right?
It is. You'll want to review your estate plan every few years or when a major life event occurs. Life is full of changes such as marriage, divorce, new children, relocations, and they will likely impact your goals. Reviewing your plan helps keep everything aligned with your wishes and serves as a reminder to keep your beneficiaries on all your assets up to date.
Well, just in our brief time here today, I think we see that it's clear that estate planning is about helping to make sure that your voice, even if you're not here at that point, is heard and that your loved ones are cared for and that you don't put an extra burden on top of them, no matter what the future holds. And you did mention that consulting a financial advisor and probably others in all of this, but a financial advisor being part of that, if someone needs to maybe update their estate plan or just update their financial situation or take a look at that, I'm sure you or one of the great Edward Jones financial advisors here in the area would be willing to help.
Brian, we're always here and definitely want to help. Folks can reach out to us by calling my office at 615-907-7056. Again, that's 615-907-7056. Or you can always stop by our office at 1715-J South Rutherford Boulevard. We'd love to talk, find out your situation, find out your needs, and find the right advisor locally to help you, whether it may be our office or it may be another local office with Edward Jones here in our community.
That -J, okay, think Public Shopping Center, South Rutherford Boulevard, just down from Black Fox, right there where Manchester Highway is. So that's where you'll find the offices of Lee Colvin. I hope you had a good Memorial Day too, Brenda. I didn't even get a chance to talk to you about that.
I know it. It was wonderful. It was great to keep in memory all those who we've lost, and say thank you again to all those that are still actively protecting us daily